Get you through my morning every day. Every morning.
Ladies and gentlemen, Adelaide's Jodie and Hayesy on Nova.
What a delightful selection you've made by jumping onto this podcast. Congratulations, you're about to live your life on a whole new level.
Yeah, we know what you're here for. We know what you want, so we may as well give it you. Am I right? Okay. Kid Leroy, code word, let's go. Macca's.
It's Macca's.
It's Macca's.
You want some?
You want some?
You want some? I'll give it you. Last week, Jodie revealed to us why she can probably never go back to her local Coles.
Picture me in Coles, bent over as far as you can bend, as Summer was off looking for all her gluten-free gear. She goes, Mum! You split your pants! You know that old expression, they were split from a holder, you know what?
Right.
They were.
Yeah.
They really were.
Full frontal nudity.
Full frontal now.
Full frontal nudity.
Wow.
Completely exposed.
No.
Unbelievable scenes.
No, it was...
Shoppers had to lie down because they just lost all control of all their senses.
Really? Okay. Well, firstly...
One lady died. No, that's too far. That's too far. Sorry.
So firstly, it wasn't the front, it was the back, and it was perfectly aligned with the seam, which was right on my butt crack.
Good.
I've returned to the scene of the crime.
Oh, yeah.
That's fine. They let me in.
Okay.
So that was a good start.
Any feedback?
A few raised eyebrows.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was going to say, any suspicious looks?
Yeah.
Definitely.
Carmela on the checkout was like, oh, brave. Brave of you to come back here.
Oh, you. There's the girl who was flashing her. She's back.
Yeah. I'm sure I'm not alone in this space of accidentally flashing.
You need some allies, do you?
Yes, I do.
Yeah.
132410. Give us a call if you've ever accidentally flashed, please.
When did you flash? I think it would happen to most people at least once or twice where, I mean, if it's loose-fitting boxes or something like that, who knows? Sometimes you can just absolutely expose yourself. And sometimes it stays in your brain for the rest of your life. As youngsters, we would go to a place called Mollymook, and that's about 3 hours south of Sydney on the beach.
Yep.
Huge event for the Hayes kids.
Yeah.
And I remember, we'd only go to the beach once a year. We're from the country. And I remember, I must have been in primary school, would have been 8 or 9 years old.
Yeah.
And I remember seeing my mum come out of the surf. And obviously, a lot of waves, was bashing around.
And in her defence, Deirdre Hayes not used to the the tumultuous sea.
Yes, very, very voluptuous woman as well, it must be said.
Oh, really?
And look, obviously when you're bashing and crashing in the waves, you just don't know, you don't get a feel for what's in, what's out.
Yeah.
And I remember seeing Mum come out of the surf, and it's absolutely packed. And there was a full right breast exposed. And I remember myself, along with all of the other kids on the beach, just going, what is going on? Why is she so comfortable? And I'm going, Mum, your boob. And Mum looking down, I've never seen anything like it. Mum looking down, she almost launched off into space. She was so shocked. She did this sort of half spin thing, where she did a 180 and sort of hit the deck and then put it back in and did a roll onto her feet. Incredible scenes on Mollymook Beach. They almost called the police. They certainly called the lifeguard. He didn't know what to do. He fled.
All right, let's go to the phones. Accidental nudity. Let's go to Ellen. Good morning.
Morning, guys.
Good morning. What happened to you? Make me feel better, please.
All right, so let's set the scene. You're walking through Woolies just down a random aisle with your toddler, and next minute he just ducks in the middle of the aisle, packed aisle full of people, and he just ducks you with not even thinking twice.
Yeah, it's good. That is perfect.
Was there any reason or motivation?
I don't know. I should ask him. He's nearly 20 now.
Oh.
He was only a toddler when he did this, quite small, but I've got no idea. What do toddlers think?
Yeah,
not
that's
a foggiest.
true. There's not a lot going through their heads, is it?
No.
Can I ask you, Ellen, as well, what exactly, what was exposed? How aggressive was it?
Well, being a young first-time mum, probably not the best underwear that I was wearing, that's for sure.
Oh, yeah. It's not your sexiest gear, is it?
A bit of exposure and a full aisle of people was,
Yeah. And how did Mum react in that situation too?
Just drop everything and, plop your pants, I suppose.
Yeah, God.
Best reaction, and then, trying to get out of there as quickly as possible with the little dignity I had left.
Yeah. The only thing that could make this story better was if you revealed that your 20-year-old son still like to dack his mum in Woolies. Let's go to Emma. What happened?
Hi, Jodie. Yeah, you're definitely not the only one. So when I had my wisdom teeth out, I was an adult in my 20s. Anyway, Mum came over to look after me because I wasn't feeling well. And I just had a shower and I was washing the dishes. She was like, Emma, are you feeling okay? So, like, I'm not facing her, but I turn around and put my arms up in the air and I'm like, yeah, what's wrong? And she goes, you're naked. And not only did she see the full back, but the front too.
Oh,
so I'd had a shower and forgot to get dressed.
Yeah, that's what happens. That happens every second day
The
here.
strong
Sometimes.
painkillers.
Yeah.
It was the painkillers.
Well, at least you get the painkillers excuse there, Emma. Sometimes we just cruise in here. If it's your turn, if it's not your turn, it's my turn. You cruise in the studio like, oh my gosh, I'm not wearing pants.
Alternate days.
Sounds like a bad dream.
Yeah.
Happens regularly at Nova.
Yeah, but we're just so used to it. We just, play on.
Like,
Let's-
Jodes, missing your pants.
Yeah.
No, oh, sorry about
mate. Philip, good morning.
Good morning, guys. How you doing?
Good. What happened, Philip?
All right. Well, go back just about over a decade ago. I was at school as a student, year 11 or 12. I can't remember, but I was at the very end. And I'm hanging out with my mates in the morning, before school starts. And I've gone down to, I think I dropped something. I picked something up.
Yeah.
And my pants, it was like a comical, tear noise. It went from belt line all the way down the back end, all the way to the seam where the legs meet. The hole was so big. I started the South Road Tunnel project years in advance. I missed the first class because I had to get my pants replaced. I ran straight to the front office with my jumper tied around so no one could see.
Oh, no. Did you have to go to Lost Property and just get a pair of random pants that were left in there?
No, thankfully our school was attached to where we actually buy our clothes from, so I was able to just duck down there and just get a free pair of replacement pants.
Oh,
There you
that's
go.
lucky,
That's handy.
isn't it?
Otherwise, they're like, hey, that's Philip. He'll be wearing a towel for the rest of the day.
Yes, exactly. Tana, accidental nudity, what happened?
Good morning, guys. Yeah, so don't worry, Jodie. I got you back.
Thank
I got
you.
you back.
Thank
All
you.
right. So we went to the outdoor water park at Marion, and I don't have anything like this where I'm from. So this was very exciting for me. I took my daughters and my husband in tow, and there's one of the slides there that's like a speed slide. So you essentially just go on it to go fast.
Yeah.
So you're supposed to cross your legs because the speed can be quite aggressive. But I didn't get the memo. So I crossed my arms, I placed my legs, ankle to ankle, and down I went. And then I stood up at the end and realised that I had a front wedgie when my 6-year-old was like, Mum, why do you have your mini out? And I dropped straight down and I fixed myself up before I got zoomed by the next person, and then I just shamefully slinked away.
Oh, my
that's
gosh, that is
amazing, Tana.
not a question you want from your toddler.
No.
Why is your mini out?
Not under any circumstances. If it makes you feel better, the same sort of thing happened to me on the speed racer at Wet n Wild on the Gold Coast, Tana. I beat the rest of the family because you line up and you go against like your whole fam.
Yeah.
Cross the finish line, but then looked down and went, oh, I'm a winner in some respects.
You're a winner, but the mini's out.
Some news you need to know this morning. What about this? Little Ezra, who's an Adelaide toddler, has been applauded for his courage after he was bitten on the foot by a deadly eastern brown snake.
Oh, my very goodness.
Whoa.
That is so unbelievably scary.
So Mum was doing the laundry and she heard her little 2-year-old suddenly yell out, snake! Not words you want to hear out of your toddler's mouth.
No, absolutely not. And you just hope that he's seen something that's shaped like a snake.
Yep.
You really hope that it's not a brown snake. And it was.
This was Mum on 7 News last night.
The 2-year-old was playing in the backyard of his Port Wakefield home when he fell to sharp pain in his foot. He immediately raced inside to alert his mum.
I saw the bite mark and it was just extremely scary, to be honest.
As his frantic parents rang 000, they saw the eastern brown slither out of sight.
Exclusive audio as well from the snake.
I'm a snake.
And he just slithered off.
Yeah. And when,
Unbelievable scenes.
that was Mum in conjunction with the beautiful Jasmine Turlings, who's a wonderful reporter on 7 News. Lovely girl too, just for the record.
Yes.
And can do a snake story.
Oh, my gosh. Top shelf when it comes to snake stories. Well done, Jazzy.
I know exactly what happened in the 7 Newsroom yesterday. There's been a snake bite and everyone went, Jazzy!
Everyone at the same time was like, Jazzy.
And she slithered out from wardrobe.
And she slithered off. That sounds like we're insinuating that Jazzy's a snake. She's not. Quite the opposite.
She is quite the opposite. And there can be some snakes in media. She ain't one of them.
Really?
Oh,
Really?
have you not noticed that?
Oh, it's first news to me.
Is it?
It's unbelievable.
Oh God, I'll give you a list after this.
Okay, very good. Oh, let's go from that snake story to something outrageous that happened over in the States. What about the Detroit Pistons, who are worth $1.9 billion? They got caught up catching the subway in New York.
What?
I've heard of this sort of stuff happening before. So there was a marathon happening, and by all reports as well, sometimes when some of these teams are staying even in, and I don't know the mechanics of New York, but when you've got to cross the Manhattan Bridge or whatever, sometimes even a small route in New York can take upwards of an hour.
Yeah, right.
Versus catching the subway, which can take 10 to 15 minutes.
Well, I think, is it the Brooklyn Bridge? I think it was shut altogether.
Yes, because there was a marathon happening.
Yeah, no, I got that.
Yes, because of the marathon. So the Detroit Pistons ended up catching the subway. Can you imagine?
Yeah.
And a sports team, we look at the sports teams here in Australia and think, oh, wow, it's the Crows and it's Port Adelaide. And it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
But the sports teams over there, imagine if you're sitting next to Toby Harris and Toby's on $35 million a year.
Well, you're just going to have to use a name that we're more familiar with over here. Not everyone is a favourite.
Cade Cunningham?
No.
No? Okay.
Go again.
The Detroit Pistons aren't quite as well known as maybe some of the other teams.
Yeah, right.
Because this isn't the first time it's happened. It happened before when purely they were going to cut the trip by about 45, 50 minutes when the Cavs took the subway.
Yeah.
And that was when Dwayne Wade was there as well. So can you imagine back in the day sitting on the subway coming home from work or going to work and you're like, oh, there's Dwayne Wade. Oh, there's LeBron James.
Oh, yeah.
Do you know that name?
I'm aware. Imagine if the Crows like got stuck down at Glenelg and they had to get to Adelaide Oval and like you just turn to your right and there's Tex Walker sitting on the tram.
Yeah. Do you reckon Tex would get up for an old lady? I reckon he would.
100% he would.
100% he would.
Yeah.
He's a gentleman.
Yeah. What a beautiful man.
Who wouldn't, by the way?
Yeah. But just fully kitted out. Just fully kitted out.
But that's what you imagine as well. Tex is there with his boots on as well. Number 13 on his back, ready to go. Like he walks around town in his full kit.
Yeah. And then when he has to get off at the city stop, he rings the bell.
Adelaide Oval, thanks.
Your father, he's on the naughty list.
Jodie and Hayes's Naughty at 6:40. Naughty.
That time of the morning where we just get all the blue sort of risque stuff out of our systems before we definitely straighten up after 7 o'clock.
It's like small children in the playground before they go into class. Shake off all the energy, get all the bad stuff out, and then we'll behave ourselves.
100%. Sometimes you read a headline, Jodes.
Yep.
And it's just a reminder that there's still heroic men out there.
Yep.
There's still beautiful, strong, heroic men out there. Listen to this. A British man has drawn the world's largest GPS drawing of a penis after walking for 75 miles in 24 hours in the Welsh countryside. There we go.
And then a hero comes along.
Terry Rossman, who's 38 from South Wales, trekked through the mist and pitch black conditions across the Brecon Beacons in a phallus-shaped route to raise money and awareness about men's mental health issues for Movember. So it's for a good cause. He began his journey at 5 p.m. on Friday at Abergavenny railway station and finished at about 4:30 p.m. on Saturday at the same place. He described the challenge as the hardest thing he has taken on. He said it was really tough, really hard, the hardest thing I've ever done in my life. It was just a hard slog for 24 hours. I have no idea why he insists on using the word hard, but he did.
I mean, I have to say, just looking at it, it's an odd-shaped penis, but it's a penis nonetheless.
Yes, it's doing what it needs to do.
It looks like one of those penises you would have drawn in year 9.
It looks like it could tell some stories.
Oh, sure does.
It looks like it's got some battle scars, ladies and gentlemen.
I love the big poster behind him because he's laying there posing in a pair of British Speedos with the flag on it, and it's got the world's largest GPSC and balls drawing on foot record attempt. Well done, Terry. Well done.
You absolute prince of a man for a good cause as well. So if there's two things that I'm passionate about, it's Movember and drawing penises.
Yes.
2 from 2.
And I feel like if you were to replicate yours, you'd walk for 45 minutes for about 1.5 km.
Yes. Much smaller route too. Let's talk bin etiquette, shall we, Joe?
Sure.
This is outrageous, isn't it? A furious bin note has divided Aussies after it warned those seeking eligible return and earn containers to go away. So this was on Reddit. A Melbourne local posted a photo of the message written on a yellow recycle bin lid. Just remember that, recycle bin, of course. What comes with that is cans and bottles and recyclable goods. It says 10-cent warriors, something that rhymes with truck. All cans plus bottles have been recycled. I've been off the PISS.
Right.
Which is very interesting. Straight away, well, my thoughts are, well, come on, mates. If you're not going to use them, you don't want them, let others take them and potentially cash in.
100%.
But then other Reddit users jumped on board. They said, the idea of someone rifling through my bin gives me the creeps. If they're going to leave a mess, then that's even worse. Another person said, I don't care if people go through my bins, just not at 2 a.m. being loud AF with their rattling trailer causing all the dogs to bark and wake up my baby.
What?
Another one said, I went out and told them to bugger off one night and copped some foul abuse. So it depends, I guess, on how you're actually taking the cans and bottles away.
So do you see people like, I see them early morning because we leave, before crack o' dawn, and they're in the dark and they're on their bikes quite often and they've got their big backpacks and the torchlight and rifling through people's bins, and I think, you know what, if you're going to do that, then you deserve that 10 cents per can.
Congratulations.
If you're prepared to do that, then you must be desperate enough for cash. So whatever.
100%.
One person's trash is another person's treasure. I don't mind if someone goes through my recycling bin.
Yeah, I'm fine with it as well. I've got 2 words for you though as well. Something that's changed our lives. Direct collect.
Oh, yeah.
100%. The blue bins.
Don't all the kids collect all the cans so they can make money?
They love it.
Yeah,
the kids got on board as well. So if you're new to this concept, what happens is you fill up a particular bin. It's like a yellow bin, but it's blue.
Yeah.
And when it's absolutely full, you call these guys, they come and empty it, and they give you some money.
I want one of these.
It's really simple.
Blue bins. And I feel sorry for your kids because during the week when you're off the beers, they're broke.
Yeah. But on the weekends.
But then Saturday mornings, mate, those kids, they're getting around with gold teeth.
No, 100%.
Got the big chains.
Yeah. And I love it as well, is that the kids get right into it. So much so that I'll be drinking a beer and they're like hurrying me up so they can take it to the bin. So Dad's sculling beers. And the kid's like, hurry up, Dad. And I'm like, here you go, kids. I'm a good dad.
I wake up with Jodie and Hayesy.
This is simple though. Really, really simple stuff. You register your details via the Nova Player. And then when we call you, you answer the phone with, I wake up with Jodie and Hayesy. All of a sudden, you score yourself $500.
And then you're already a winner on Cup Day without having lifted a finger. How good.
What would you do with that money on Cup Day, Jodes?
Well,
you're the resident gambler in this room.
Don't label me a gambler just because I set up my sports bet account
You've got a
in
sports
preparation.
Bet. You got banned from sports bet.
I didn't get banned.
We were just putting 2 and 2 together.
Banned from sports bet. Okay.
How many different sports betting accounts do you have?
Just the one.
How many different companies?
No.
How many different names?
Sports bet, points bet. And that's about it. Shut up.
Top sports.
Okay. Punch in the number, please, for Jessica from Salisbury North, because we are about to give her a call in real time. If she answers the phone with I wake up with Jodie and Hayesy, she's $500 richer, all thanks to Jack's Cafe at Hungry Jack's. Okay, should we do it?
Hey, quick question. What if she doesn't answer?
Jackpots.
Oh.
Jackpots to $1,000 tomorrow. We're going to double that little puppy.
That's nice, isn't it? All right, here we go.
I'm nervous.
Come on, Jess.
Come on, Jess. Oh, no.
I wake up with Jodie and Hayesy.
Yes. 2 from 2.
Yes, Jess, well done.
Oh, God, and I dozed back off too.
Oh,
So I am literally waking up with you guys.
Oh, Jess, congratulations. $500, all yours.
Oh, awesome. So happy. Thank you, guys. That comes in just so handy.
What is it with people that win this money and then go husky? I don't they get so excited.
Because I think it's the whole screaming and then all of a sudden we have to talk normal.
Oh,
that's nice.
Well done, Jess. Congratulations. What are you going to do with it?
I am planning on going on a holiday next year, so I'll definitely be putting it towards that, I think. Not anything too extravagant and fancy to start with, but it'll definitely help me out next year when I head over to Bali. So.
That is nice.
Off to Bali. Hang on. Bali chat, please. Which part? Seminyak, Canggu, Kuta?
Staying in Seminyak. I've been there a few times, but going to Seminyak, everything's local and it saves on the driving and everything. Yeah.
Do you know the last time we went, it took 2 hours to get from the airport to Canggu, Jess? 2
very
hours.
good.
It's gotten really busy over there, so Seminak's a smart choice. Anyway, I'm done now.
You're crazy. Jess, congratulations. Hey, quickly, I've got a question for you. Which part of the show made you doze back off? No comment from Jess. $500 though. Register details right now. We'll do it again tomorrow. If you answer the phone with I Wake Up with Jodie and Hayesy, bang, you could score $500 just like Jess.
I need to know. I need to know now.
I need to know.
I need to know. I need to know.
What's in the news today?
I need to know this.
Here's what you need to know. What you need to know with Jodie and Hayesy.
Been a lot of celebrities jumping on the Kamala Harris train ahead of the US election tomorrow. And, we've seen Eminem, we've seen Beyonce.
Yeah.
There's been a whole long list. However, one of my favourites has decided, he's going to throw his weight behind Kamala. Will Ferrell is rejecting talk of one American not making an impact at the ballot box, saying a last-minute push for Vice President Harris's campaign will make a difference. Have a listen, Andrew Hayes.
This election is going to be one of the closest in history. Your vote will make the difference. That means you, Gary. Oh, blah, blah, blah. I'm just one person. No. Shut the up, Gary. Last time, only a few thousand votes kept Trump out of office. And this time, we will hold you personally responsible, Gary. Don't forget to vote, Gary.
It's a strong message to all the Garys out there.
Isn't it? I hope that doesn't do to Gary what Karen has done to Karen. You know what I mean?
I'm not really sure. All the Garys I know, absolutely lovely people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, they are.
Have you met a bad Gary?
Never.
No, I haven't.
I've met a really cool Gary, actually.
There's a cool Gary that works here at Nova. He's a tech.
Oh, yeah.
lovely
He's
guy.
from South Africa.
He's from South Africa.
Carries on about the Springboks
He loves
far
the
too much.
Springboks. Yes, he rubs it in my face that the Wallabies suck.
Yeah, that's okay. That's a side note.
Oh, there you go. So watch this space. It's happening tomorrow, the election.
That is.
That's going to be huge.
You
isn't
mentioned as well that some of the universities have given people mental health days ahead of the election result if it doesn't go their way.
That seems ridiculous, doesn't it?
It does seem a bit odd. There's mental health days and then there's just being a bit of a sook.
Maybe you just need to get on with things. Okay. Hey, what about this? This is quite alarming for travellers. And I've always thought, is this a possibility?
Yep.
Airport travellers are being warned about opportunistic thieves stealing your checked baggage.
What did you just say?
Thieves. That was on purpose, Bob.
Did you really?
Yeah. Thieves. Like on Snatch.
Ah,
It's a movie reference.
okay.
Okay. Anyway, I'll start again. Thieves stealing checked baggage from luggage carousels in Adelaide. South Australia police are investigating 2 reported incidents, while another case was reported to airline staff after thieves struck on Friday afternoon. In particular, a family visiting interstate with a little baby had their bags stolen by thieves. Can you believe it?
I'm going to have to hear that Snatch reference just to prove you weren't doing
I'll play it to you in the break.
Okay.
I always thought we're a very trustworthy society, aren't we?
Yeah.
That people don't steal bags. And I'd never heard of this actually happening, let alone in little old safe Adelaide.
Had someone take one of my kids' bags accidentally at the Gold Coast airport and then refused to give it back.
Really?
Genuinely, the airport rang him and said, you're going to need to return that bag because they've got yours and then we'll do a swap. The airline will organise it. And he's like, nah, just keep my bag.
That seems really ridiculous.
And then they turned around and said, well, technically, if you keep that bag, you've stolen it, so you're a thief.
Right. No thieves up there.
No.
Just thieves in South Australia.
Yeah, so true.
Unbelievable scenes.
Yeah.
Jodie and Hayesy.
Hello.
Hi.
Hey, Jodes.
Hi.
If you're just tuning in for the first time, this is a little game, and I can't stress that enough. It's a fun game that we like to play called Song to Song, Song, Song. 3 songs orchestralised, and we've got to guess the name and the title.
Yep.
Yes. And we get listeners involved, and they can score themselves a family pass at Wallace Cinemas. It's fun. It's really fun.
So fun.
It's really fun. There's a score and everything. We keep score. It's
It
fun.
brings my soul so much joy. I can't begin to tell you. Producer Flack is in this morning for producer Zoe, who is off sick today. So, producer Flack or producer Muff, who do you want to be today?
Producer, don't hurt me if you lose.
Okay.
is who I'm going to be, Jodie.
That's a
because
fair call.
just to pull back the curtain, for the last 5 minutes, you take this game so seriously. And look, you can play in the car, play at home, but you take this so seriously that you've just been huffing and puffing because the scores at the moment are Hayesy 26, Jodie 13. You are the most competitive woman I've ever seen.
I am, and I don't. I guess I just don't like to be humiliated, and I don't like working with someone who likes to stick the foot on the throat when you're on the canvas. That's what I don't like.
Sticking my foot on the throat while someone else is on the canvas is my favourite thing to do.
Okay, you two. No fighting. Let's just have a clean game. All right?
Sure.
Okay. These are fresh hits and throwbacks. They're orchestralised. We're going to play song number 1, and you need to guess it.
All right, just quickly, let's big shout out as well to Kerry from Aldinga Beach, and also Bryony from Joslyn, who's on Team
Hi,
Jodie.
guys. Hello.
ladies.
Hi.
Oh, thanks for playing along at home. We appreciate it.
That's good.
All right, I'll try my
All
best.
right, they're very confident. First song, you ready to go? You want me to just rip this one in?
Yeah, go on.
Here we go.
Yep.
Just feel it, Jodes.
It's
Ed Sheeran, Castle on the Hill.
Yeah, I just didn't know the name of it. All right, let's go.
Okay.
Country lanes.
That was cool when you were
That's pretty sharp, Jodes.
That's good.
That's pretty sharp.
Hayesy, 1 to you. Come on, Jodie.
Thank you.
All right. Song number 2.
Here we go. Can I just say I have no
Shut
idea.
up.
Sorry. Still not coming. Sorry.
Quiet, please.
Oh,
No, Jodie!
Jodie?
Blow me one last kiss from Pink.
oh, she's done it. Wowee.
Jodie, well done.
Hang on. Are we going to a decider?
Yes, we are.
This is
Just a
Well, it
reminder.
sound like that,
Yes,
do
you do.
Hayesy on 26, Jodie on 13.
Yeah, oh, okay, good recap at this point. Well done.
This is the decider. This could get you a point, Jodie.
I? Get you a really, really valuable point.
Song number 3 in Song to Song.
Here we go.
Jodie! Just a girl, no doubt. Or Gwen Stefani, take whatever you want.
She's got it.
Oh, who saw this coming? No one.
Oh, man.
You were paying $26 to win today.
Oh, there's a rank outside.
Oh, Jodie Oddie, congratulations.
Oh, Brian, are you still there?
Yes, I
Oh my
am.
God,
And
Bronny.
guess what, Hayesy?
Did you see
I
that coming?
picked her.
Oh.
Did you get it first? You picked it. Oh,
Wow,
jeez. How did you know, Bryony? How did you know?
I got full faith in her. You rock, girl. Well done.
Thank you so much, Brony. I really appreciate it.
Just incredible scenes, eh?
Cop that, you obnoxious little turd.
Oh, my gosh. And the comeback begins with 6 weeks to go. Can Jodie Oddie make up an extra 13? Yesterday, via Chick Chat, really interesting conversation. We spoke about the hot things that I would say dads do that aren't your traditional hot things. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's all those little things that your partner might do that get you a little bit hot and bothered, and you're like, what? That's weird. That's a domestic chore. Why am I so toey?
Well, yeah. Oh, you're not Chris Hemsworth, but you're still really, really sexy.
Yeah.
We spoke to Ali yesterday.
When you've got 3 girls and you're just wanting a sleep in, and he brings in an almond mocha, and then you get up and breakfast is being made, and he is standing there over that stove.
Yeah.
Honestly,
Yeah.
it's a good feeling.
I bet she's got a 10-pack as well.
Look, I hate to burst that bubble. He does have a bit of a dud bod.
It's okay.
But I love him for it.
And that got you talking about Greg and just how sexy he is with a spreadsheet.
The man loves an Excel spreadsheet. He basically takes our life and he plonks it into those little squares, and God, I love it. God, I love it so much because it's just him taking control. You know what I mean?
Yes, that's it. You've pushed me over the edge, Jodes.
Yeah.
Do you know what? Enough is enough. These men of South Australia need to be immortalised.
Yes.
That's right. Are you thinking what I'm thinking?
Yeah.
I think it starts with C. 3, 2, 1.
Calendar.
Yes.
I'm sexy and I know it.
Are we doing this?
Yeah.
Can we do a calendar for all the sexy SA dads?
Who out there is willing to put their hand up and say, you know what, my partner is sexy as hell when he does this, and I want him to be in a calendar, and I want the whole of South Australia to see him every time they think of March.
We're doing this. We're doing this.
I think so.
So can you nominate your husband, or can husbands nominate themselves as well? Be brave. You know when you're sexy.
Nominate yourself. If you're doing something, you're like, I'm looking good. I'm looking real good. And you don't have to have a six-pack. That's the thing. It can be an everyday dad with an everyday body doing sexy stuff.
The lines, the straight lines that I work via a whippersnipper gets my wife absolutely crazy.
Really?
That sort of stuff.
Calm
It's actually
down.
the opposite. Cara is unbelievable whippersnipper. She's quite phenomenal. But they're the sorts of examples we're looking for.
Yeah. Also, I mean, as well as being elite with an Excel spreadsheet, when my husband organises my kids' birthday parties, mwah,
He's a
Mwah.
serial box ticker, that man.
come over here, big boy.
Knows exactly what to do.
Yep.
All right. Let us know. You can call us right now, 13 24 10, if you'd like to nominate yourself, dads of South Australia, or have you got a partner who is just ticking all the right boxes, if you know what I mean, some of those non-traditional things that are making them sexy. Put them in the calendar.
You can get in my basket, as we like to say.
Put him straight in my basket. Jump on the Nova Play as well, register details. We're doing this. Jodie and Hayesy's Hot Dads of Adelaide. It's a calendar. Right now, let's talk the sexy dads of Adelaide.
I'm sexy and I know it.
Oh, it's happening, Jodes. We're celebrating the sexy days. And we're not talking traditional, six-pack and chiseled jaw and that sort of stuff.
We're also not putting a line through those people, though.
Okay, yep. So there could be Chris Hemsworth in there.
Yeah, but what we are doing is celebrating the very normal dads of Adelaide doing hot things. Know what I mean?
Yeah, can you give us an example of that, please?
Stacking the dishwasher, hot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Washing my car,
we're a
hot.
little bit confused by that sometimes. What actually turns a woman on? Or is it just me? I don't know.
We had a heap of calls yesterday from women just going the way men reverse into a park with their hand resting on the headrest.
That was like all of the calls pretty much.
And then
men reversing their vehicles.
I know. And then as an extension of that, we had a call from a woman who said, oh my God, when my husband reverses the trailer.
Next level.
It's a high level of skill, isn't it?
So imagine reversing a Mack truck with a trailer on it. That's going to just absolutely floor the ladies.
I don't know many Mack trucks that I've seen towing a trailer.
Yeah. Anyone own a Mack truck and you attach a little trailer to the back? That seems unusual, doesn't it?
It does a little bit. If you'd like to register or nominate your partner, just jump on board the Nova 919 website and get around it, because we are assembling a beautiful hot calendar.
Yes, this is nice, isn't it? Nice little Christmas present too, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
Just in time for Christmas. Put it in your stocking.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
All right, get around it, guys.
All right, let's get around Jodie and Hayesy's Hot Dads of Adelaide calendar. It's a thing. It is coming. Looking forward to putting it in your stocking for Christmas. Are you a hot dad? Do you do things that really turn on your significant other? Or do you have a partner? Please nominate right now. 8:54, Nova's birthday payday, not too far away. Tomorrow's a really significant day, though.
Yeah.
There's a big election happening in the States.
There is a big old election, and it's Donald Trump v. Kamala Harris. Wow. Let's have a win for the good girls.
All right, let's talk about that next and what it might mean for you. Not much.
I need to know. I need to know now.
I need to know.
I need to know. I need to know. What's in the news today? I need to know this.
Here's what you need to know. What you need to know with Jodie and Hayesy.
Oh, if you're just learning for the first time as well that there's a big old election happening tomorrow in the States, well, you're late, but welcome to the program.
Yeah, it's a fairly significant election tomorrow, and Kamala Harris has had a lot of high-profile celebrities jump in behind her, like Eminem, I think, has appeared at her rallies.
That's cool.
Beyonce, the list goes on and on. Now we can add Will Ferrell to the list, who is basically threatening individual voters called Gary.
Just taking them one Gary at a time.
This election is going to be one of the closest in history. Your vote will make the difference. That means you, Gary, Oh, blah, blah, blah. I'm just one person. No. Shut the up, Gary. Last time, only a few thousand votes kept Trump out of office. And this time, we will hold you personally responsible, Gary. Don't forget to vote, Gary.
Got that, Gary.
Poor Gary's everywhere. Like, okay.
I'm voting, all right. We'll go vote.
Settle down, Will. Feels like a personal attack right about now.
Oh, geez. What a time it's going to be in America. What about as well for some of the schools? And I think this originally came to light because Jerry Seinfeld's kids go to this outrageous school. I think it's in New York where it costs like $65,000 a year.
Oh, jeez.
And they'd been told that they could have their day off after the election if the result was too traumatic for them.
Wow.
A lot of schools apparently have followed suit.
Wow.
I just don't know if you need a trauma day based on the election results.
I mean, I sort of vaguely get it in the sense that if Trump is to win, that's dire for that country. And it's dire for a lot of women across that country, given his stance on reproductive rights. However, a mental health day, not sure about that one.
Yeah, I don't know. If you've got a thought on it as well, please text it through 0400 919 919.
Oh, let's get real political here on 588.
Woo! I just sort of feel like if I went to the bosses here and said, hey, for example, my footy team lost.
Yeah.
I'm going to need the day off.
Yeah.
How do you think it would go down?
Well,
how would it go down with you, by the way?
Last year, if you're a Crow supporter, you'd miss half the year at work, wouldn't you?
Yeah, exactly. Hey, take every Monday off. That's not bad, is it? All right, that is what you need to know. There's a bit happening in the States.